See what's going on today on Lobsters, February 20th, 2024. Planner programming blows my mind. All right, that looks like plan Picat. Language intended to combine logic programming, imperative, constraint solving. What do we do? Array has this. X equals array is member. Not sure what that did. What do I want this for? The problem, we place a marker at the dot. Yeah, this is a little bit beyond me. What is the comments? That's the problem. I can never think of a way to use it for real. If we look under the hood, we'll find the language. No, we're just gonna close that. See what else was on the old lobsters. Try X in Y minutes. Get a quick taste of your next language. What language do I want to learn? I wonder if that one we were just looking at was there. It's not. But let's look at Odin. Try Odin in 5 minutes. This guy needs some love. Some examples. Run. What happens when I run? Hello, P. Can I change this? Run. That's kind of cool. Not sure if I really know anything from that, but all right. SSDs have become ridiculously fast, except in the cloud. That's true. Why is that? Here's SSDs. Here's how fast they are. Here's how gigabits per second. That's fast. More capacity per dollar. I should get a new SSD. That's what that says. Commodity. These are good. What makes the stagnation in the cloud more than some great advances in other areas? Okay, so here's the theories. EC2 caps off the write speed to avoid frequent device failure. There's no demand for faster storage because very few systems can actually exploit it. I could exploit it. Third theory is that EC2 were to launch fast and cheap, it would disrupt the cost structure of other services. Yeah, that means you should compete with them. There you go. Blazingly fast memory vulnerabilities written in safe rest. Let's see here. Buffer overflows into your Rust programs in a memory. So I can introduce a buffer overflow into my Rust program in a memory safe manner on purpose. So they're explaining what they do, use after free. So they're saying you can use safe rest and you can have a buffer overflow, a segmentation fault. That's cool. Do they have an example? Here's an example of usage with seg fault. Well, how did they do it? I guess I would have to read the code. Okay, interesting. Skip. Evil Nix, a Nix library to download files from the internet. Right there. Okay. Why? Your programmers were so preoccupied with whether they or not they didn't stop to think if what. Oh, great. Just wondering if there was some suitable. Yeah, this is a garbage. 1 billion rows challenge in Golang. What am I trying to do? Write a billion rows to a database? How far modern Java can be pushed for aggregating 1 billion rows from a text file? So that was a challenge before. Someone did it in Go or in Java, and now they're going to see if they're going to do it in Go. What is the challenge? Input a text file containing temperature values for a range of weather station. Each row is one measurement in this format. For each, find the minimum, average, maximum temperature. That tells you the constraints. What's the catch? The input has a billion rows. Billion. That's how big. 95 years to count to a billion. Oh, that's actually kind of interesting. The change is to process to the least amount of time possible. I want to do this in Go. So he did it in 3 steps. The baseline, how long did that take? Read the file in line by line using buffer scan lines, pretty standard. And it took whatever that is, 6 hours, 13 minutes. 6 minutes, 13 seconds. Yeah. Okay, 6 minutes. And then with concurrency, he got it down to 432. Splitting the reading and the parsing, he got it down. That took longer. Buffered channel, 522. Slice of lines of channel, 341. That's cool. 251. Store them in, the max, the sum, and the count instead of all the minute, 1.39 seconds. Read chunks instead of one line at a time. That's always a good idea. And that was hard, but it took 28 milliseconds. Fix the parsing, 14 milliseconds. Is that right? 14 seconds. So what do you do? I started with 6 minutes, got it down to 14 seconds, and you learned a ton. Oh, great. I will keep that in mind if I have to read a billion rows. I wonder if writing a billion rows is hard. How to debug your I don't know what this means. I don't know these words in it. No. Intra-RAM FS. I don't know what that is. Look at this. If we go out here, this is pretty cool. You go to grok.com. This is like a really fast ChatGPT. What is it? Look how fast that was. They use a special hardware. Temporary root file system that is mounted during the boot process. That's a little esoteric. You're gonna sit there doing nothing, at least do nothing correctly. Or maybe times when you need to make an API do nothing, it is important to have it do nothing in the correct way. For example, Windows has an extensive printing infrastructure, but that infrastructure does not exist on the Xbox. What should happen if an app tries to print on the Xbox? The wrong way to do this is to have the printing function throw a not supported exception because it would break some app somewhere. So you'd want it to succeed, and now you probably, yeah, I don't know. If you make things succeed that didn't succeed, it's like a house of cards. We're gonna ignore this advice. What is prettier? Saw it. I always wondered why prettier is so good. What is prettier? Don't know. But it must be like a TypeScript, JavaScript prettifier. Prettier printer. No, I can't even understand what this person wrote. But 37 people cared. Yeah, don't care. And we'll do a couple more. Scheduler for Linux and Rust that runs in user space. Visual interactive guide to bloom filters. I think I've seen this before. Is this new? Oh, look, that's new. Why is it visual? How bloom filters work? There's a bunch of dots, then there's brown, orange dots, and then there's, I'm going to keep adding values at 6, check 7. Is 4 in there? I used to know how a bloom filter worked. Yeah, it's kind of cool. Things you can do on personal website. We looked at this yesterday. People seem to like that list. 2 easiest categories of blog content that I know are blog about things that you know, things you just learned about your projects. These are both fun. Or just blog about lobsters. And somebody got $490,000. They swindled. Bitcoin investors recently scammed out of 9 Bitcoins in a fake Exodus wallet desktop application for Linux published on the Canonical stops. Oh, that is so smart. So someone has their code. They don't have the wallet. They download the wallet. The fake wallet sends their code far away. That is a bummer. That is a bummer. All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my little daily roundup of lobsters.